rock to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you the gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. We got a good one today, y'all. We talking about South Carolina being underdogs. South Carolina being underdogs to Maryland and UConn. Is that possible? Will that happen? Am I talking some crazy talk? Have I been sipping on something that I shouldn't be sipping on? And am I just talking out the side of my neck? Will the South Carolina Gamecock women's basketball team be underdogs against Maryland and against UConn this season? Let's talk about it. So, it was released, it was announced that South Carolina will be playing Maryland and will be playing UConn at home, at the crib, in Columbia, at the Colonial Life Arena in front of 18,000 fans and including your boy, Captain Will. It will be going down. The dates are Maryland, November 12th. It's an early game. It's early in the season, November 12th. That's what's that? That's right after we play Notre Dame overseas in Paris. Then come back and play Maryland. Okay? Then we got UConn. We got UConn on February the 11th. My Valentine's Day wish is for UConn to get beat by 30 at Colonial Life Arena in front of my boo thing. That's what I want to see. But we got a long way for February. We got a long time before my Valentine's Day wish to come true. But will we be underdogs against both of these teams? If you look and listen to the national media, and when it comes to women's basketball, and especially with South Carolina, this is supposedly a down year. What is a down year for South Carolina? Well, a down year for South Carolina is not making the Final Four. That's a down year because our standards are so high. If South Carolina make the Final Four, then it's a down year. So last year, this past season, we were supposed to win the national championship. We were supposed to go undefeated. We were supposed to make history. We were supposed to go down in the laurels of one of the best teams in women's basketball history. That's what was supposed to happen. But there was a slip up. We lost against Iowa. We did. We lost. Can't say nothing about it. We lost. And our streak was ended. So no back-to-back national championships. I got it. Then we lost 5 players to the W. We lost Kiera Fletcher. We lost Olivia Thompson. We lost so many players that's gone. So when it came to the not so early rankings given by ESPN, when that came down, it had South Carolina 7th or 8th in the country. Now I know what they're saying. They're saying because we lost so many. We lost so many players. I understand. If you just look at the top layer, then you're just saying that Carolina lost so many that we can't rank them high like that. Because you have a UConn who is returning Paige and Fudd. Supposedly the best backcourt in the world. UConn has. Paige Becker is gonna just recovering from the ACL injury and just gonna take over the college basketball world again. But I mean, we beat UConn with Paige there. I mean, we beat UConn with Fudd there. mean, we beat UConn 4 out of the last 5 times. 3 straight. So, hell, we beat UConn at Colonial Life 2 years ago, February 11th or February 10th. We beat them by, I think, 16, 17 points. So just was magically because Paige and Fudd are back, we're just supposed to bow down to the almighty UConn and bow down to almighty Gino at our place? At our place? And just supposed to beat us because we lost so many players to the W? Like, we ain't got nobody coming up? Like we don't recruit? Like, Tina Pow just wasn't a top recruit, went to Oregon and all conference, and I guess she can't play. I guess she can't play. According to ESPN, I guess she can't play. She can't ball. She's all back to her twice. She can't ball. No, she can't ball. She one of the top 3-point shooters in the country. She can't ball. Nah, that ain't happening, man. And then you got, Camila Cardoza, who, averaged 10 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks a game, almost 3 blocks a game, coming off the bench, who's on the starting role, 6'7", 6'8", has some aggressiveness to her now. I guess we're not gonna talk about that, right? That's not in the factor, right? That ain't in the factor. Like Camila Cardoza, it don't matter, right? I guess having no Raven Johnson now, it don't matter. Raven Johnson don't matter, We can. And I talked to Raven myself. And she ready. She ready to prove all the naysayers wrong. She ready. And we just forget like 2021, Raven was the second ranked player in the country. Number 1 point guard. Had an ACL injury. We forget that. That is like so blind to the fact with the national media of what Raven Johnson was in high school, what she was going to be before the knee injury, and what she's going to be this upcoming season. But that's not a factor. And then you have got a Bree Hall. Who was 12th ranked in the country during her recruiting class and waited her turn now as a junior and ready to ball out. Sanaa Fagan, ranked number 4 in her recruiting class, is a junior and ready to ball out. It's just Chloe Kitts. I mean, I could just go on because you're a Gamecock fan. You're watching your boy Captain Will, so you know what I'm talking about. So just because the national media don't know the names on August the 16th or September the 15th or October the 13th, just because you don't know the names early, because you don't cover the Gamecocks until the season actually start. But I would think that the recruiting classes matter, and they should go ahead and understand that with Coach Dawn Staley, you don't lose players, you reload players. There are players on the sideline that have been waiting to get in. And I'm not even talking about the recruiting class of 2023. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not talking about Malaysia and Tessa, Sanija. I'm not talking about that. That's not even a mention. I ain't talking about the, we can talk about the 2022 class with Ashlyn and you say Chloe is a 2022 and a half class. 22 and a half class. It showed up in December. We can talk about that. But it just irritates me. It irritates me that you add Paige and you add Fudd, stir it in like some ramen noodles, and they're just supposed to be the best. They're just supposed to just be the best now. Here's a fact. This is a fact coming from Captain Will himself. Here's a fact. before the Freshies, before Leah Boston, Bree Bill, Zaya Cook, the Gamecocks won a national championship. It might be mind-blowing to some. It might be mind-blowing to some because the only national media that the coverage you get is the Freshies, right? Won a national championship before, led by many other players, okay? This is 2023. There's a new crop. There's a new crop of players that are ready to stake the claim of being not only SEC champions, but national champions. The revenge tour is on deck. We play Maryland November the 12th. November the 12th. We play Maryland at home. Okay? Maryland returning I think 2 starters, but they lost Diamond Miller. Okay? The line for that game, I'm going to probably say, I'm not even going to talk about the line because we're still a couple months out. We'll talk about lines later on. But I'll tell you this right here. South Carolina losing against Maryland. South Carolina losing against Maryland. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that right now. We are not losing against Maryland November the 12th at the Colonial Life Arena. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. We ain't losing. We got UConn, February the 10th. February the 10th, UConn. Gino, what he said about my girl Dawn Staley in all so many words. Coming to Colonial Life Arena, coming to Columbia, South Kakalaki, where they still have pig feet in jars. We beat y'all 4 of the last 5. Don't think because you got Paige and Fudd that it's gonna be 4 out of the last 6 that y'all can come down to Columbia and beat us. If it was a neutral site game or if it was in UConn, we might have a conversation. But y'all ain't beating no South Carolina in no Columbia. Not in front of those fans. Not in front of Captain Will. That ain't happening. Y'all ain't beating us. And we'll talk more about it. We'll talk more about it in the future. We will. But it ain't happening then. It ain't happening then. Regardless of what ESPN say. So, underdogs, say what you want, say what you will. I hope we are underdogs. I hope we are. I hope we are underdogs against both of them. I hope we are. So when we beat y'all, ain't nothing you can say. Ain't nothing you can say. Nothing you can say. I am hyped on August the 16th talking about basketball that's going down November the 12th and February the 11th. I am hyped, but that's what I do. That's what I do. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go.